Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Infected. And the plan for today's episode is to build an indoor farm and actually have it in its own place, because I don't want it in here. I'd rather have it in its own place and make a kitchen in there with the farm, and then be able to have 5 farming plots per. So I've been working on this little mini farm here. I've been throwing a bunch of food in here. I really don't care about spoiled food, because let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and craft some of this biofuel. I need 3 spoiled food, and this can be crafted on the workbench. I do want to make sure that I close the doors, because the corner plots do get cold if I leave the door open. Three spoiled foods. Craft. So I need a bunch more spoiled foods, which is why I want to craft more farming plots. So yeah, we have 4 now. So another thing I have to start working on, but this is probably going to be the next episode, is I do need to start working on power. Power, so then I can get the oil extractor. Why? Because we are all out of oil, and that really sucks. And I don't have any more oil cans. I mean, I could go back to a zombie camp, but I do need to get our solar panels on top of here. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to go through this little short farming area and then show you what I do. So I'm going to harvest, add some seeds. Do we have any water? We have no water. So that'll just point at the ground. Add some snow. Fill that up. Melon seeds. So most of the plants take 1 plus a little bit more of water. I think it's 1.25, maybe 1.5 total water. So maybe 300 total liters of water before they're actually grown. I do need to empty out our backpack. So again, I'm not really worried about spoiled food, because I need to start getting more spoiled food. I think the way that I'm going to get spoiled food really fast is by the watermelon slices, as that's 30 minutes. The rest is really long, 2 hours. So I do need to make like a bunch of planters with just watermelon, and I might do that over there rather than have, 2 of each. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this out, and then we'll get started on our next project. Okay, so I went ahead and finished planting the 2 of everything. Now I'll go back around really quickly, refill the water, because again, it takes, I think, 150, because this is probably 100, and then probably another 50 is my guess, before it is actually grown. Okay, this farm is ready to grow and produce more food. Do you have all our chests all filled, other than this one? Now let's go ahead and start setting up the foundation for our next building. A couple things I'm going to do is I actually am going to turn off the foliage, as it's really hard to see what's what. Okay, much better. It is getting cold out. Minus 10 degrees. I wish I knew what that was in Fahrenheit. I do need to look it up to see what all the temperatures are. Let's get our foundation. I kind of want this one to go at like a 45 degrees coming off of this building. Give it a little space. I can't see what happened there. It's not letting me put down. Okay, that image is jacked. It's really hard to see off this white snow, the images. Okay, hopefully you're able to see this foundation. I cannot. But this is basically going to be the size of our indoor greenhouse. Okay, I do have a lot of planks ready. So we're ready. I think we'll be able to finish that house pretty quick and easily. No tree trunks over here, but I do have a bunch there, a bunch over there. So I think we're going to be able to finish this really quick, really easily. I did spend 2 days in between the episodes trying to get more iron ingots and work on our logs here for our planks, just so I'm prepared for this episode. And I can't see nothing. Oh, there's a foundation. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish out this foundation and then we'll see what it looks like. I mean, it's going to be pretty bland. I mean, it's going to be a square 3x3, but we'll check it out. Okay, foundation is now completed. I did build the stairs up. So the plan for the walls is I'm going to build a door here, probably 2 windows, and I think I'm going to close off the rest of the area because I don't need to be looking out. So I'll have like the back area to be our planter boxes, and then maybe this front area to be the kitchen. So I'll have a kitchen here, maybe kitchen sink over here. So let's go ahead and build the walls. There we go. That's our ghost image. Pretty basic, pretty plain. So let me go ahead and finish this out and then we'll get the roof on. Okay, we do have a winter storm right now, so I might head in a little bit. You can see I am starting to freeze. Gotta watch my health. I do want to get these walls built and then I'm probably going to head inside to keep warm. I'll show you what I do on the inside when it is blizzarding like this. Okay, all the walls are up. I am starting to freeze to death. Minus 24 out. So let's go ahead and go into our main house where we do have a fire going. I do need to make sure that this is lit all the time or our crop's gonna die. And that was close. I did kind of forget about it. Okay, so what I do on this cold winter's day is I'm basically going to go through just the rotations of smelting all the rocks so I can get these iron fragments, so I can make iron ingots, so I can start filling this up. So to wait out the storm, I'm going to go through a rotation of that, and then when the storm ends, we'll head back out and then finish the greenhouse. Is that it already? It got like super quiet. Let's go check. All right, so that was, I didn't even get to do anything in there. I think I can work at negative 13 degrees. I think we'll be fine. But yeah, basically that was like a 2-minute storm. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw up our roof. Okay, I'm either going to put a flat piece here or this roof here, but I do need to build this roof first. So we'll get that done, show you what it looks like. All right, so that is new. Where's the roof? We do need 10 total clay per roof. So it wasn't like that before in the last version of the game. That's all right. So let's go ahead, fill it up with wood, and then we'll go out, collect some clay. Okay, we got our pickaxe. We do need to go get a bunch of clay, 80 pieces of clay plus the top roof. So 90 pieces of clay. I do think that these smaller boulders are clay. And it looks like we get 10 clay per rock. So the clay's not going to be too bad. So let's go ahead, chop down all these rocks, break them up, get some clay, and then we'll get it put into the roof. There we go. There's the first piece of many. Okay, one more roof structure that we need to build. Okay, that's weird how it wants to go there and not on top. I think we might have to build a flat roof. Okay, our last piece. There we go. Our roof is now done. Now we need to get doors and windows. Okay, so let's go ahead, add some planks to the door, get that door built. Then we need to get a forge inside here. It won't let me out. A ghost image. Okay, so we need to get the planks first, or we get locked in. There we go. Stone forge so we can start heating up this place. Need to be quick. Drop that outside. And I don't want to keep that door open too long because I don't want my crops to die. Stone forge, all good. Now we'll go drop this back off inside, go get some firewood, start lighting that firewood up. So I do plan on keeping this burning the whole time. Is it because the door's open? I'm not sure why it's not heating up. There we go. We got the stone forge to work. I ended up having to just save and quit, come back in, and then now our temperature is good in here. I was kind of worried because I didn't know what the problem was, why it was still at the negatives. There we go. Our first 5. Now I got to build 5 more. Okay, we are starting to overheat, which means I need to take off our snow jacket while we're inside, 9 p.m. I do like the wintertime just because it stays light out a lot longer. So I think where we're at is in the northern hemisphere. I mean, I would guess maybe Canada. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish all these plots out. You know, thinking about it, this might be in the southern hemisphere. It really doesn't say. And the reason why is because I had to think about it for a second that it gets darker earlier during the winter up in the north. Like there's a town in Alaska that they don't see the sun for, I don't know, like 100 days, 90 days. I just saw like a video about it. So southern hemisphere, Australia is my next guess. That could be like the only place. All right, there we go. All our ghost images are down. And the other thing I do plan on doing, but I'm not going to be able to get it done. So I do need a stove in here. I think when the stove is going, then we will have heat all the time. So then I don't need the forge anymore. So I was going to put this thing at the angle here, but we can see that that vent there doesn't work like that. I don't know. I have to build it to be able to see what it really looks like. And I do want to have 2 stoves, one for water, one for cooking. And then if I'm not cooking any water, then for both for cooking. We are a really long time away from having the refrigerator. I'm probably going to have like a bunch here, but I really need power. So I'm going to go ahead, get these all filled up with the planks so we can start planting our watermelon. Okay, as you can see, we are done with winter. There's no more snow on the ground, which means this greenhouse I really don't even need right now, but I'm still gonna finish out these plots here as we're starting to warm up. See, we're already in March, spring, which the winter wasn't that bad at all. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. And I mean, it seemed like, yeah, it was only 3 days, 3 months, but it really wasn't that bad. So during the night, I didn't go to sleep. I did keep up with my work and making some planks over there so we can finish out the plant beds. And then what I ended up doing, because I had no more oil, I did go to the southwestern camp, to this camp here. And this are all the items that I got from that camp. So I did get 3 oil cans there. We got a bunch of items. So I do need to clear out my items, put them in these chests, because these are the special chests for right now. So I am kind of sad that I really didn't need to build this, but I do need it for indoor during the winter time. And then this is going to be our kitchen area too, once when we do get power for this place. So I will build these up in time. There we go. Seeds are planted. Let's go ahead, water the seeds. Okay, so now the only problem I have is the lake's still frozen. So I think I have to wait another day before I can actually water all them watermelons. Back to the thunderstorming again. So yeah, that's basically it for this, which means I wasn't going to build this till later, but we do need to build it now. Is the reason why I kind of kept this open here is I'm thinking about maybe putting a gate here, maybe not, I don't know, we will see. But the plan is to build an outdoor garden now, and I am going to keep it right next to our house. And what's great about this is we will always have rainwater, so we don't have to fill it up with water from the lake or anything. It's still frozen. Now I'm gonna build planter boxes against this house too. Then once when I get all these built up, then I'll probably make a line in the center too. Probably just gonna put random, not random, I mean I'll have like all watermelon, maybe melons, and then corn / cucumbers. So let's get these built up so then we can get the rainwater on them. Okay, let's go ahead and add our seeds. I got a few built up. This is all going to be just watermelon. Why? Because I'm probably going to use it as spoilage if I don't need to eat it. Okay, I am going to place down this log cart. We need 3 wood logs, 10 planks, 1 iron ingot. Let's run back inside, grab an iron ingot. Why do I need a cart when I'm working on my garden over there? The reason why is because I am all out of planks and I need to start bringing planks over here. So that's why we got to build this thing up. There we go. Here's our log cart. I kind of don't like this thing, as it's sometimes difficult to drop. So I hope in this new version of the gameplay we're able to drop it. Let's see. That was actually pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead, fill this up, get some more planks, and then finish out our garden, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, perfect timing. Starting to rain. We just finished our outdoor garden. So we have all our watermelon, melons. I think this is corn, potatoes, and cucumbers. So now we're going to have pretty much the unlimited supply of our vegetables. So we're all set on vegetables. We are now all set on protein, which is the gators. I will work on this and try to get this done, but this is not a necessity anymore, as it is March spring, as we have about 9 more months till we have winter for the next time, and then this will be all set. Hopefully I'll have refrigerators set by the next time, our ovens ready to go. But yeah, I really want this to grow and see this, how it looks. I don't like this tree here. So now this is how it looks without the tree there. Looking good. I can't wait for it to be all fully blossomed, and you guys will see that in the thumbnail. Okay, so for the homework between episodes, I do want to start getting more iron ingots. I am gonna keep forging away and probably fill a few more shelves up. I think the next episode we really have to go get some copper, as now our next major thing that we have to start working on is getting power into the house and to the area. We do need to start getting some solar panels, which means I need copper, cobalt. We need to get some solar batteries, which is more copper, cobalt. We do have a cobalt extractor here. I am going to head off to put another extractor out, and probably 2 extractors on the next episode, as I really need copper. As to make these electrical parts, we do need copper for it. And same thing with cobalt. So both of those I'm gonna really need. So those are my 2 necessities, as I might place a few mineral extractors so we can start extracting this stuff. The next thing I'm gonna work on is getting a bunch of spoiled food so we can turn our spoiled food into the biofuel, which then the biofuel will fuel our mineral extractors. Even though it's not a necessity, I am glad that we did build our kitchen area, greenhouse area, and our farm, as that does look really nice, except for the roof's kind of looks crooked. Like there's a bunch of divots in here. It doesn't look really clean. But yeah, with that, this will complete our episode for today. Thanks again for watching this infected gameplay. We will see you on the next video.